Beats Planet.
All right. Shouts out to the Blue Flame and all that, and all the essential workers that work there. Solo String, boom. Shouts out to all those people that make the Blue Flame what it is. Big appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Been a minute since we had an opportunity to go live. Normally, when I'm going live with some company. It's been a while since I got a chance to go live with just us two. And, us two could be me and whoever it is that just, you know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all for tuning in there. Before we get started, I anticipate this being a busy episode. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's going to be pretty busy. So just kind of get your place in the phone lines now, because I'm starting a little bit of mess on Twitter, and you know how that go. So if you want to call into the show, the number is 515-606-5187. 606-5187. 5187. Access code 309104 is at the bottom of the screen. It's pinned at the top of the chat box there. It should be in the description, and I'm sure somebody in the chat box will hold me down if that's the case. Now, before we get started, just wanted to pay a little bill one time because we are trying to get the Oxnard, you know what I mean? We're going to touch on all that, but we got to pay a little bit of a bill there. This stream is brought to you by Manscaped, okay? Shouts out to them. They're holding us down on the video side, the breakdown side, and the live stream side. This will be from the live stream side, so shouts out to Manscaped. They got the new Lawnmower 4.0. As if you didn't think that the 3.0 was perfect, they go ahead and make all the additions. They make everything better, man. 4,000 RPM trimmer, ceramic blades, advanced skin safe technology, so you're not cutting up all the parts that's most important to you. It's waterproof, so you can shave in the shower. It is indeed with this built-in light, because I like to, when I'm in the shower shaving, I like to cut off the light so I can shave with the lights off and all that. And it is a wireless shaving system, so you can get all aerodynamic in whatever little places you need to go. And when you're done, just put it on the wireless charger, so you're not just buying batteries all the time. Pick that up with the Performance Package 4.0. You get the trimmer, you get the weed whacker, that's the nose and ear trimmer and all that, ball toner, ball deodorant, all the good stuff. You even get some Manscaped boxers and a travel bag with all that. So go to manscaped.com, right down there, okay? Promo code Voch, VOCH, Voch. Promo code Voch, get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Appreciate y'all for holding us down here, getting us to Oxnard and all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all. Now, what I've been doing, because I'm still setting up, by the way, what I've been doing is every now and then I will get caught on Twitter, right? And I don't want to be like some Dan Orlovsky gentleman where I'm just saying things and I'm not believing in them. I just don't want to say things to where when people hear it, they go, oh, Voch trolling. I like to have a little credit in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear me say a bunch of nonsense clickbaity things because I've built my credit in these streets. So when I say these things, you know what I mean? There's a little bit of a belief system behind them. So something I've been campaigning on for the last couple of weeks or so. Let me just get a sound check because I'm going to need it. One time just. Nope. We're not ready yet. Hang tight. We got to switch some audio up. I ain't done this in a while. What I like to do is to build my credit first. You know what I mean? And then get on Twitter with my takes because I got 10,000 followers on Twitter now. So people look at it and be like, oh, well, let me hear what Voch got to say. Or he got this sub number. He's clickbaiting to get sub. I don't want that in these streets. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I want. I want everything to be from a place of integrity and realness. Oh, we good to go. I want everything to be from a place of integrity and realness, right? So when I say things like the Cowboys going to have the best offense in the league, I believe that. I believe that, you know what I mean? But of course, when you say things like that, you're going to get a little bit of feedback. You're going to get a little bit of backlash. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just opening up the platform for those that oppose me. You know what I mean? We got a cat in on Twitter, the gray one. I want to see if this him right here. Let's just go ahead and get this started. I ain't doing nothing else. Let's see who this is. Let's just go ahead and run this. 843. Who this? Hello. Do I have to go to preferences? Let's check out my preferences for a second. Don't go nowhere, player. Don't you go nowhere, player. You understand me? Don't you go nowhere. Let's hit this button. Then let's hit this button. Then let's make sure we got some volume. 843, what's up? Who this? They don't want to say nothing. All right, cool. So let's just make sure the phone's working in general, because we gonna boogie today. You understand? We gonna boogie today. I know Cool Ass Drake gonna talk to him. Cool Ass Drake, what's good?
Hey, what's up, Voch?
So we got audio. They just not answering the phone, because that's just how we do around here. You know what I'm talking about? That's how we do. That's how we do around here. But it is what it is, though, sir. Cool Ass Drake, what's happening, dog?
Oh man, I just saw you went live on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I would just love to talk to my friend Voch Lombardi today about some football.
You know, Drake, I am so thrilled that you look at me as a friend, sir. You have been around this thing of ours for a long time. This is about your 5th year in my YouTube family, YouTube audience, YouTube community, sir. So I'm just thrilled that you look at me as a friend, sir. That just blows me away, cool ass Drake.
But it's the way you operate, man. You just make it so easy to like hang out. It's an online friendship, you know.
Indubitably, sir. Indubitably. What you got for the show, cool ass Drake?
Now, I just wanted to make a case for why I think maybe my favorite team, the Baltimore Ravens, might have a better offense next year than the Cowboys.
Please.
Now, I understand the Cowboys are stacked on offense as well.
Please.
But I think maybe we got a young Zeke Elliott with J.K. Dobbins about to explode. What?
What was that? All right, go ahead, cool. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm listening.
J.K. Dobbins is about to explode and become a star in the league, man.
About to. All right.
J.K. is going to go.
Okay.
Jacob's going to go off this year. And we still got Gus Edwards.
Oh.
And if Lamar can get back to MVP form.
Oh, shit.
The thing that makes it different than the Cowboys and what can make them better than the Cowboys is if Lamar can get back to MVP form. Like 2 years ago.
Yes.
It's that fifth element.
Sure.
You know?
Sure. What about wide receivers, Drake? Who y'all throwing the ball to over there? What that's looking like?
Well, we got Sammy Watkins.
What was that sound you made before? Hold on. What was that sound you made before you said Sammy Watkins, Drake? God damn. What was... Listen, let me tell you something, man. Hold on, Drake. Whenever somebody say before they say something, if you ask somebody a question before they answer you, they go, come on, son. Go ahead, Drake.
Okay, but Hollywood could break out, and we got Bateman. And Bateman, you know, the thing is there's a lot of new faces. I'm saying they could be better.
It could be. I think if anything puts the Ravens over the edge, it'll be the overall team participation making the offense better. I will give you that. Like in a way that Lamar would have easier fields to work with. He wouldn't have to be forced to throw the football because he's playing from behind or anything like that. I think that the Ravens defense will be able to keep things in control relatively. I'm not going to hate you if you think Lamar Jackson is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. I'm not going to agree or anything like that, but I won't hate you for thinking such things. I just think that if you think that that's close, that's fine, sir. But you ain't finna say Sammy Watkins and J.K. Dobbins, sir. You're not gonna be able to do it.
I'm not even gonna go as far as to say Lamar's better than Dak right now because I also recognize Dak's talent.
That's why I love Drake, man. Come on, son. That's why I love Drake, man.
Well,
go ahead.
I would love to revisit that conversation after this upcoming season and see how the two of them do, for sure.
Of course. No matter what I say, it's always subject to change because we have no clue what the 2021 season is going to look like. But as of now, I'm rolling with Dak, sir. That's why I love Drake. Drake right down the middle. That's why I love by Drake, sir. Go ahead, man. What else you got for the show?
Oh, man. The two other teams that came to my mind for your topic was Kansas City and then the Bills.
Okay. I don't even think Kansas City, Drake. Honestly, to be fair with you, the only team that I think is relatively close in this conversation, and it sounds kind of weird now, I think the Titans got a chance to make this shit relatively close in my mind. And the Chiefs are close. You know what I mean? The Bills are close, but I think nobody's talking about the Titans, and that's kind of weird to me because they added Julio to what they did last year. And you know how we feel about Tannehill on this show, Drake. So, I think that the Titans are a little under the radar when we having this conversation about the greats on offense, sir. Go ahead.
I'm drafting Tannehill in all the fantasy leagues.
You should,
Drake. He's the best value QB for fantasy football this year, absolutely.
You should, Drake, but it ain't the Ravens. But listen, man, I got some callers. Cool ass. Go ahead, sir. Please, sir. Go ahead, please.
One more thing. What about the Seahawks with Dwayne Eskridge as their third receiver and Chris Carson back in the backfield?
Drake, why do they keep disrespecting that offensive line room like that, man? Why do they keep acting like O-line is not a problem, sir? Why do they keep doing that?
I knew going into this that we were factoring an O-line, but the idea of Russell Wilson within like a really good third wide receiver, it's a little scary.
Yeah, the Seahawks could. So Drake, since we're not just talking pure Cowboys right now, Drake, let me ask you a question as an outside looking in guy. What the hell happened to Russell Wilson them last eight games last season? What was going on with him last season? The last 8 games. Because you would think that with how they did on offense early in the season, you would think that, boy, if they just get their defense together, Seahawks going to be scary. But they got their defense together in the last part of the season. But the offense went to shit, Drake. So just outside looking in as a non-Seahawk, non-Cowboy guy, like, what happened to Russell Wilson them last 8? Because it was horrible.
Well, see, I'm wondering, do you remember what Chris Carson's injury status was like during the back half of the season?
Tristan Hill grabbed his knee and gator rolled him. So, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they were rolling out there with, like, DJ Dallas and Carlos Hyde. I think the run game was obviously hampered.
Yeah.
And I do think teams kind of have cued on to, like, oh, we should probably, double cover DK Metcalf down the field a little bit more.
Yeah. I understand, cool ass Drake. I'm about to get these.
Eskridge is gonna eat it up.
Eskridge ain't gonna do shit, sir. I appreciate you, dog.
All right, have a good day, bud.
Yes, sir. Eskridge will do nothing. That's why I like cool ass Drake, man. Even say hey to the peoples. Say hey popsicle. Look at my popsicle. Say hey to the people. Say hey to the people. Get off the phone, Drake. Just say hey to the people. Let's try this number again to see if this is the person I was talking to on the Twitter machine. Just kind of give it a try. 843. What's up? Who this?
Yo, what's up, boss?
What's that? And is this the person I was talking to on the social media Twitter machine, sir?
Yeah, this Geechee.
That ain't who I was talking to.
Yes, he was. Oh no, I commented under the tweet with you and that guy.
Your muddy 123. That's you.
No, Geechee Sports Kitchen.
That ain't who we were talking about. But I'm listening though. Go ahead, sir. What you got for the show? What's that?
No, man. I just wanted to piggyback off of you saying Dak is a top 3 quarterback.
Yes, sir.
And I agree. And I don't think a lot of people, give Dak his flowers that they should.
Yes, sir.
And the narratives is always changing for Dak, no matter what he does.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I just like to give you your flowers for sticking up for Dak, because I'm a big Dak lover. The same way you is. I love my Cowboys too, though. But they be trying to play with my quarterback a lot.
100%. It will be televised, sir. Dak Prescott is going to shock the nation, and we're going to watch it every single Sunday, sir. Believe that.
I believe that too.
100%. What else you got for the show?
That's it, man. I just wanted to call in, give you a shout out, man. Appreciate your content you be dropping, the film breakdown. You know what I'm saying? You one of the OGs, the GOATs in the game. So I'm trying to start my own little page, and you definitely a guy I look up to. So just keep putting in the hard work, man.
Hey, man.
Inspire guys.
Hey, man. Appreciate you. Everybody tune in to Geechee's Sports Kitchen. That's it, right?
Yes, sir.
Geechee's Sports Kitchen. All right, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the call, man.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I really want this character on Twitter that I was fussing with. I want them to call in, because how this all. I wasn't even gonna go live, but SI did a write up on the last episode of me and Jeff's live stream, Scout Cash. Y'all go check that out. Go watch the old videos, and they was touching on my notion that the Cowboys were going to have one of the best offense in the league, top 2, top 3 at the least. I think number 1, but whatever. And somebody in the comment section was like, the Browns got the better offense. Now, that's interesting, because it's not the first time I heard that. And somebody else had said that just a couple months ago on my social media machines and all that. Wait. Call in and defend if you like. We are live. Let me send this link to him too. So I've been seeing a couple people kind of give the idea that the Browns are the better offense next to the Cowboys or whatever. And y'all know I don't hop on the internet just say frivolous things just to be saying them or whatever. So I just didn't want to have that argument early, because I wasn't ready to have that argument. After doing my research, I'm kind of ready to have that argument. And boy, I would give my points now. I would give my talking points now, but I kind of want somebody to call in so they can get a little bit of this smoke, sir. Let me just drop this link on Twitter. We're going to go to another phone call to see what y'all is talking about. Let's see who on the phone. Let's get Brother Reeves on the phone. Brother Reeves, what's happening?
What's good, Voch? How you doing, man?
I sell it raw. I don't step on the crack like I'm superstitious. What you got, Brother Reeves, man? What they talking about?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I actually walked into the Zaza house, and my boy was actually watching your show.
Really?
I didn't know that you were live, so I called in real quick, man. That's all.
Man, hey, man, shouts out to them that's watching the show, man. I will take every bit of support I possibly can, man. So appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Brother Reeves.
Yes, sir, man. First of all, I just wanted to say this real quick. We gotta get it understood that when the way that they using Dak, man, they using him as like the bar for like an elite quarterback. When they have to compare, I've seen Dak compared to about every single quarterback in the league within the past couple weeks, man.
Sure.
And but I do have one question for you about this. It's actually about receivers.
What's that, Brother Reeves?
Do you think Simi Fehoko will just come in here and take snaps from Cedric Wilson and Noah Brown, or do you think we're not going to see much of him at all? Because again, we know our offense is the best damn offense, like you said, and so we just have a lot of, like he's deep, on the depth chart. So
probably not this year. I can see him being a guy that makes the team, but he doesn't dress out on the game day roster or whatever. I can kind of see that being a thing. I just believe that, once guys have done it in the league for like 3 or 4 years, they just kind of better at it. So what gives me positive vibes about Simi is that he doesn't have to be like the guy. You know what I mean? So he can come in up under like if Gallup walks or whatever, he can come in, and just be fourth guy, third guy behind Lamb, Cooper, and whoever the hell, just left over or whatnot. He could be the 5th round guy that just walks in and just plays. Some people are down on like 5th round players, but if we talking about like slot receivers, we talking about like number 2 guys or whatever, undrafted wide receivers and like late round dudes, dudes, they do well all the time, especially when they're under a number 1 guy, let alone 2 number 1 guys. So I think Simi would be cool.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, I got one more thing. I know you got your caller, so I'm about. But I just gotta say, man. But I don't know. I kind of joined halfway through, but I heard somebody, a Ravens fan, who says the Ravens offense is better than the Cowboys.
Cool ass Drake wasn't making a definitive answer. He just was giving his thoughts on what could be. But I think Drake. I think Drake know the deal, man. I don't think Drake gonna take money on that.
Okay. I'm just making sure, man, because I mean, if I was a Ravens fan, the only position I would bet on maybe is that tight end, because y'all got Mark Andrews.
100%.
The Cowboys better at every other position,
mm-hmm.
every single one on offense.
100%.
But that's it, man.
Appreciate you, Brother Reeves. Be great, sir. Go ahead.
Appreciate everything you do for the community, Voch. You the man. Also, y'all got to check out Voch and Jeff Kavanaugh for the Scoutcast, man. Y'all got to hop on that, man. It's fire. So I got to do my due diligence letting y'all know about that. But all right, Voch.
Appreciate you, sir. There will be a lot more Scoutcasts in the future when the season kicks off. We them boys drop 5 in the super chat. Sorry for being late. I just had to set my screens up. I got my supers right here right now. We them boys drop 5 in the super chat. Says this is not a top 5. Would you like to call in, we them boys? I do not trust this offensive line made of glass. Please call in, sir. Please call in. We'll just talk about it. We'll just talk about it like humans. Because like when I ask people to call in, I'm not here to make anybody look silly or whatever. I just want a genuine education on how people feel. Because if I know how somebody feels, then I can build my argument or whatever. Because y'all always hear me say things like, "Oh, people say things like such and such and such and such." That's where I get this information from, man. It's all research and development. So I ain't here to like fuss at nobody, but. D-Town Text, appreciate you, sir. Drop 5 in the super chat. He says the Cowboys had a hard time scoring inside the red zone. Facts. In 2019, any idea on how we'll improve that this upcoming season? Not making mistakes. I think we're not a bad red zone team. We're a bad team. I just think we just made some mistakes in the red zone. I actually made a video on that. You could check that out, actually. And Robbie dropped 50 in the daggum. Brother Robbie says 54 ammo money and Evie's treats. Evie spoiled, so we need all this. Appreciate you, Brother Robbie, holding us down, man. Robbie is a distinguished individual. He's another person I'm very, very happy to have as a part of this family. He can have a conversation about getting on a boat and hunting alligators, and then like 5 minutes later we can quote some UGK. So Robbie's just a very distinguished individual, and I'm glad that he's a part of this community here. I got some numbers I haven't recognized, so I'm just about to check and see if these are the people that we're looking for. Let me go back to Twitter to make sure I got the names correct here. And platinum people, we normally don't skip over y'all. I apologize, but I just want to get all this smoke out the way. 910, who this?
This is 14 East Coast. I was following you on Twitter.
14 East Coast. We'll let you rock. What you got for the show, sir? What's happening? What you got?
All right, I want to first off by saying that I'm not a Cowboys fan. So
Sure.
that's coming from an outside perspective.
For sure.
But you're saying how the Cowboys have number one offense or possibly next year.
Sure.
I don't really agree with that.
Sure.
But I do think you have a good wide receiver core. But everything else is a little suspect.
You don't
That's
think?
just my opinion.
You don't think that Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback in the league, sir?
To be honest, I personally think he's between like maybe I would say as high as 8 to maybe 15. I wouldn't give him top 5.
You would put
that's just my
you would put 14 quarterbacks over Dak Prescott, sir?
Yes, currently I would.
You know, Dak Prescott was the number 1 quarterback in the league last year, and well, shit. So till he got hurt last year and the whole 2019, you know, he was leading the league, and he was top 5 in all important quarterback metrics, sir.
The thing is,
Dak Prescott.
last year, I'm not a Cowboys fan, so I didn't watch every game.
You should.
But it seemed like you guys were behind a lot.
We were behind.
I feel like he had to catch up by throwing a lot of balls, obviously. And I feel like maybe if you had a better defense,
Sure.
you would be able to see more of Dak Prescott, like his whole skill set. But I feel like since you were behind a lot, he had to throw a lot of balls, therefore padding his stats.
So we're just talking about So first of all, let me just say this. That's a good point, by the way. I don't want to be down on your points, by the way. And my response to that is I don't think that goes against how good or bad Dak is, because you can be down in games, but you still have to make those throws. Like Andy Dalton was down in some games, and he had to make those throws, and he couldn't. You see what I'm saying? Dak Prescott made those throws because he could. So I'm not using him being down in games as a metric to how bad Dak is or whatever. But go ahead, sir. I'm listening.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think the Cowboys have potential, but I like Zeke. I think that Zeke took a step back.
Let me ask you a question, sir.
Obviously, is taking a step back.
Let me ask you a question, sir. Do you think Zeke took a step back because he didn't have his number 1 quarterback and his offensive line was a big compromise?
I think, that does play a factor into it. I don't think that's up for discussion, but he just didn't seem the same to me. Obviously, from his rookie year to now, there's a big difference, obviously, with what happened last year with injuries.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I've seen him as explosive as he did his first 2 years. And I don't think he wants it anymore. Ever since he got paid, it doesn't seem like he has that urge to, be proving everyone wrong. I could be wrong, you know what I mean? But
I do agree.
Then the tight end. Yeah, go ahead.
I do agree that Zeke wasn't as great last year, but we talked about the quarterback and the offensive line. But prior to that, Zeke has consistently been a top 5 rusher in the league. So I don't want to say that he just, he's fallen off because he wasn't the number 1 guy. But if you're the number 5 rusher in the league, I think that would say something to who you are. And that 1 year where he was in trouble a little bit, he was still a top 9 guy after missing 6 or so games. So I'm not here to say that Zeke is bad. I think that with the right supporting cast, Zeke could be right back to being who he is, though. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, I think with the offensive line kind of taking a step back, and then your tight ends going away a little bit. I think that's obviously a factor into his career lately. But I don't know, man. I feel like Dak Prescott's going to be a good quarterback as far as fantasy goes, because as long as that defense isn't I would say up to par, he's going to be playing in a lot of games. You know what I mean? Catch up ball. But that's why I think he's going to be top 10 as far as fantasy goes. But I don't know, man.
So then let me say this though. Let me say this too, also, right? Even with say good defense, say bad defense, right? Even in win totals, Dak is 7th in the league, and he missed What he missed? What 10 games last year, and he's still 7th in wins. If he would have played those games last year, he'll be like 3rd, and he's seen like 5 different defenses since he's been in the league. So I'm just not really ready to use defense as a metric for Dak necessarily, sir. And what was you saying about the offensive line? I'm with you on tight end, but I feel like everybody's bad at tight end unless you got a good tight end. Yeah. So I'm willing to kind of watch that. But what was you saying about the offensive line, sir?
Oh, I mean. All right, well, offensive line, let me start off by I got into your videos because I really appreciate your outlook on them.
Thank you.
Especially offensive line. I'm a Chargers fan, so I was really happy when you gave Rashawn.
I want to hang up on you now.
I appreciate the videos, man. It's a way different outlook than the mainstream media. Sure. I feel like you can do better breakdowns.
Yes, sir.
So I really appreciate that. Taking your time to do all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, I think if you're O-line, if you had like the 2016 to 2015, like before you had the injuries and all that stuff happen, I think y'all will be guaranteed top 3 offense. Okay. No problem. Yeah. But I don't know, man. It's just the offensive line. I feel like they got older. Vince, your center, recently retired maybe a year or 2 ago. And he was like, top center in the league at that time. So I feel like you've got a little bit more pieces to replace, and then you'll be right back in the top 5 group.
This is the funny thing about the Cowboys line getting older. I'm going to say this and let you go. This was a great call, by the way. I know outside looking in, it seems like they've gotten older, but the average age on the line is 28 years old. Like Tyron's only 30. Okay. Like Zach Martin's only 30. Tyler Biotish he's a second year player. He's 23 right now. You know what I'm saying? Leal's like 28, 29. So we're not Williams. Connor Williams is a 26 year. So we're not an incredibly old offensive line. They just been playing for a while, and it seems that way. But hey, man, this was a fantastic call, man. What's your name? Okay, 14 East Coast. I got you. 14 East Coast. That's why I'm gonna log you in as your platinum next time. So if you call in during draft season, something like that, I know it's you. Appreciate you, man.
You too. Take it easy.
Yes, sir. So now that he's off the phone, shut all that shit down. Shut all that shit down. Come on, son. Shut all that shit down. Let's boogie, man. Look, I know we got platinum people on the phone, and I know y'all not used to waiting, but I really want to catch this crowd on Twitter that I was fussing with, so please don't go nowhere. Please just sit back and enjoy the show, and I'm going to get with y'all in a second, but just please don't go nowhere. I'm just in that mood today. Just please. Hang tight. Real fast, let me see who this is. 970, who is this?
Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so this is Benjamin Camperman.
Oh, okay, what's up, Ben?
So I wanted to ask you a few questions. Do you think the Cowboys have overused Ezekiel Elliott?
I think when you have running backs, you give them as many carries as you can get out of them. Overused, I don't know. Zeke's like 26 years old. So by the time he gets 30, he may be overused or something like that. But I just think that he gets typical bell cow carries or whatnot in my mind.
I honestly think that, I'm not a Cowboys fan at all, but sure. I honestly think that, last year, you see with the Titans even, they brought in some more top-tier receivers to help, the workload of Derrick Henry because running back's just a real thing, and I feel like last year we did see Zeke definitely drop off. Now, some would argue that would be a offensive line issue, but I feel like you guys, if everyone can stay healthy on the Cowboys, I would feel like Mike McCarthy might try to use his receivers a lot more.
I agree. Moving forward, the Cowboys are probably going to be more of a passing team. I always say that Zeke is the best complementary player in the league or whatnot. He's this isn't his team anymore. This is Dak's team now. So, yeah, I can see them using wide receivers a little more.
And, I feel like, let me see. Every time last year I feel like that you guys got in trouble, you would hand it off to Ezekiel Elliott and see what he could do. But it's not going to work like that anymore because you guys, I feel like, will you need to conserve his legs because I could see that these past few years that you guys haven't had the proper team around him. He's been overworked way too much, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel you, Ben. Hey, man, this was a really good call, man. Hey, y'all check out Ben Camperman on YouTube. He's a San Francisco 49er fan, and he's a young one, too. So, we put big support on the young ones over there, man. So, appreciate you, Ben. Salute to you, my guy. So make sure that you keep your grades good, and when Christmas come around, don't ask for a new gaming system. Ask your parents to get you Game Pass. Go watch a little bit of film, Ben. This ain't Zeke team no more. Let's get back to the phones.
I think that light is one of them heated lights, like if they put heat into the bathroom when they had those right there in these older houses.
All right, we gonna get to a new caller here. We got 469. What's up? Who this?
Hello.
What's happening? Who this?
Hey, what's going on, Russ? This is Mr. Lee out of Dallas.
Mr. Lee, what's good? What you got for the show?
Not much. Just wanted to say I rewatched that Jordan Lewis video you did like a year ago. And just wondering if you think they gonna play Jordan Lewis more than we got Quinn now.
I tell you what, man, this where I'm at with the cornerbacks or whatnot. Whoever wins, let them play. Let them play, man. So, like, if it's Nation, if it's Boss Man, if it's Anthony Brown, I ain't really trying to hear what Anthony Brown talking about. You know what I'm saying? But, like, whoever win the competition, man, let them fly, man. Let them fly, whoever it is. So, honestly, we would love for Jordan to take that spot, take over and be great, because we've been kind of banking on Jordan for a while. But if he doesn't and he gets whooped by the young cats, we'll just save the money and move on.
All right, I figured that's what I was thinking of.
100%. Mr. Lee, appreciate you, man. I'm really trying to find these Browns fans here to get them on the phone, man. But I just typed you in, Mr. Lee. So next time you call in, I know it's you, man. You know them lights in the bathroom, they get a little hot, man. So I appreciate you. Till next time, man. Appreciate you, Mr. Lee. Got a good laugh out of Mr. Lee, man. Good call, man. Good call. He held it down for us. I'm trying to find whoever the hell this was on Twitter, and let's see what the name is. What the name is? Yamada123. If you hearing me now, let me know who this is, man. Like, let me know what your area code is, so I can get you up in here, so I can get your Browns take. And then I'm gonna get to my platinum calls. So I just apologize, man. Just hang tight, all my platinum people, please. We're gonna get to you, please.
Nick, yeah, I mean, you don't know me as first-time caller, but if you have a Nick, I can be Big Nick or Grizzly, whatever you need.
Is this Nick from Twitter? Nick Herrera 34?
No, sir.
Okay, that ain't you then. That ain't you then. All right, then.
I followed you for a while now.
Okay, then, Nick, what you got for the show? What's up with you?
I mean, I have no questions about our offense. Maybe some red zone issues, but other than that, I think we are going to be the number one.
Talk to him.
And I know that's not just being on the Cowboys side. That's just being factual. So
right.
I like your take on it.
Right.
But I just want to say that it has been understated that if we get a healthy Kazee as a safety, we haven't seen competent free safety play in so long that it's just being undersold right now. And I just thought your opinion would be cool.
Right. I feel you, man. But we all know that the offense is going to be directly reflected on what happens with the defense. But this is my thing, though. I think even if we have another worst defense in my life I've ever seen, like we did last year, I still want to know what 16 games of that situation was going to be like last year, because Andy still won some games, and some of the games at the end was like kind of close or whatever. So I still would like to know what that setup would have been like. Then you take that and put the improvements on top of it, and then you see what I'm saying?
No, I cannot wait, because they've been neglecting the defense for so long, and I know it wasn't the sexiest draft ever, but it seems like they actually went after our flaws, which never happens really.
Right.
And I'm excited.
Right, 100%. Big Nick, let me ask you a question before you leave, man. What do you think the Texans are gonna do next year? What do you think that's gonna be like? We got a super chat from Eastside Harold. He dropped the deuce twice. He says garbage time yards, in which we did a video debunking that, and we also got a deuce from Eastside Harold says Zeke is washed up. I just want to ask you, Big Nick, because I know Harold ain't gonna call in. What you think the Texans gonna do next year?
Well, first of all, Eastside loves the Cowboys because he's in every one of our YouTube, so he needs to chill.
100%.
But I mean, I actually hate the Texans. I'm fully Dallas, but I think they're shitting in their little pants right now because they don't know what's going on, and what are they relying on Tyrod Taylor right now? So I don't know. I would hate to be in their position. So I'm happy that I'm a Dallas fan.
Hey, man, let them know. We're going to ride this thing all the way to the end. You heard me? Appreciate you, Big Nick. I just put you down as... Talk to... Hold on, son. Hold on. That's for you.
That's right.
That's for you.
Yes, sir.
Let them know, Big Nick. I just put you down platinum. Next time you call in, we'll know it's you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. No, yeah, man. We good. It's handled. Hashtag right, free. Boom. All right. What else we got? Let's see who this is. 240. What's up? Who this?
Yo, what's good, boss? This is G, DMV George in the chat.
DMV George, what's good with you, man? What you got for the show?
I just wanted to defend my team. Like a few calls ago, that young guy came on and was talking about Zeke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to defend them without sounding like a delusional Cowboys fan that they always mistake us for, you know. I think the Zeke is becoming, you know, who he's been working with for this offseason. He's been working with a scat back. For the most part in the NFL, there's two different type of running backs: a power back and you have your elusive scat back. I think he's becoming one of those because that's what we need out of him. Sure. And like everybody's saying, we could easily replace Zeke with Tony Pollard. It's because Tony Pollard's a scat back, and you don't see those qualities out of Zeke that you see him. But I think you can easily see that because Zeke used to be that perfect cross between a scat back and like a power back when he was coming out of college. And I think it's not hard for him to get back there. And I think that's what people are mistaking.
I think somebody tapped him on the shoulder and they needed him to be a different kind of back because, you know, Zeke is a balanced back for sure, but he's been more of a power back. You know what I mean? I think somebody tapped him on the shoulder and said, hey, man, like bring it down just a little bit so that you can do a little more things, so that you could be a little more multiple in your attacks. You know what I mean? Because if you look at the workout videos on Twitter, and pardon me because I hate putting too much time in the workout videos on the social media machines or whatever, he's working on footwork drills and quickness and evasive maneuvers or whatever. So in my mind, somebody tapped him on the shoulder and told him that. So we'll see what happens. Regardless of what happens, like Dak, the wide receivers, the tight ends, the offensive line, they're going to make it easy enough for Zeke to be whoever he is. So, you know, it's all good.
I know, but like a lot of their success in a way, it doesn't rely on the running game, but has a lot to do with it because that's our offensive efficiency. And without our offensive efficiency, those players are like 3rd and 10. Dak, I admit, Dak is a top 8, top 7 quarterback. He's physically gifted. He's one of the more physically gifted quarterbacks in the league. And I don't think people realize that. Like since Drew Brees retired, he has the biggest hands. He has a strong, a decent arm. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks from the catchable ball stat. I believe in him, but like. If you're in 3rd and 10, I don't care how good your quarterback is, you're not going to be like converting upwards of like 70-80%, and that's not really efficient offense. And like you get to 3rd and 10 by running it with Zeke, and he's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I just thought about something that was fun. I'm gonna go to the chat box and say it. I ain't gonna say it out loud, but I just thought about something. But yeah, man. But look, though, that's the one thing that everybody's not really talking about. Also, man, like just whatever Zeke gives us is going to be a positive also, you know what I mean? And you know, like the money side of it ain't very attractive, but hey man, if Zeke can come out here looking any kind of 2016ish, man, it's ball game for him, dog. That's ball game, player.
Fact. Hey, my last point though, we were talking about Xavier Woods and not Xavier Woods, KZ, and how that's our first, that could be our first possible real free safety. I think people like Xavier Woods was our decent cover safety. He just had a problem with tackling. I think it's out of the top 10 cornerbacks in this league, I think most of them tackle better than our starting free safety last year in the years when Xavier Woods was playing. So I think that was his only problem, and I feel like he's just not a hard-hitting safety enough to play in that cover 2 role. I think he wasn't never the safety to get picked on.
Right.
I feel like our linebackers were picked on for the most part when we were getting picked apart by the defense, on the defense side of the ball. But I feel like Xavier Woods, he gave us what he gave us, but he was never a liability.
Sure, 100%. I don't even think Xavier Woods on the team. Cause look, man, there's a bunch of, so he is on the team. Xavier Woods, they re-signed.
He's not.
He's not on the team. So cool, man. It's the Donovan Wilson show. That's it. Donovan Wilson show. Move on. Somebody on the social medias, I forgot which one, but they was asking me how I feel about Neal playing safety. I don't think Neal is going to be playing very much safety because he's 230 pounds now. So I think linebacker is his future, and that is it. All right. But, hey, man, thanks for the call, sir. Appreciate you.
No problem. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's DMV George. I just put you down platinum. So next time I know it's you. So, listen, I don't think the Brown fans going to call in. We gave my opportunity to call in and kind of defend their points, and I don't think they wanted to, you know what I'm saying? They ain't want to go there with me, so, but I got my talking points ready. If they was to ever hop back on this thing, if they was to ever come back and be like, yo, Voch, I think the Browns going to be better than the Cowboys, I got my talking points for them. So we got 16 callers. What I'm going to do is lock the phones.
The conference has been locked.
Because that is plenty. If we add any more to that, we're going to be here till 10 o'clock p.m. and we ain't trying to be here till 10 o'clock p.m. You know what I'm talking about? Housekeeping while I got everybody here. How many people we got watching live? Let's take a look at that number. Look at that. 390 some odd people watching live, man. Let's just go ahead and give a little war call for that, man. I'm a little rusty, you know what I'm saying? We ain't done this in a while. You know? We always doing the shows with others. We've done the round tables and we'll do the work. We'll do some work, you know what I'm saying, with Dallas Cowboy Network, Skywalk Steel and all that. We'll work with some other people and all that, we'll do some work, you know what I mean, Scoutcast, something like Scoutcast, we'll just do, but it's been a while since I was just able to sit here in this chair and talk to y'all and open the fans up, and I never want to disconnect from y'all. So we're gonna always keep this thing going. Now, we got 16 callers on the phone. We gonna get to all of them. We gonna get to all of them. You know what I'm talking about? While we're here, shouts out to Manscaped. Don't forget about them. They're holding us down. They're gonna get us to Oxnard and all that. They are supporting this stream all the way to December, man. So let's just show them some love for holding us down. Wakanda forever. One time, shouts out to Manscaped, promo code Voch, VOCH, get 20% off. So if you a fella, you want to keep them clean for whoever you invite into your man parts. If you're a lady and your man's man parts ain't luscious, if they ain't smooth as eggs, then pick up some from manscaped.com, type in promo code Voch, get 20% off. Whatever you need. Let's get into my phone calls. We're going to get to everybody. Let's find the privileged people first because we got all platinum people on the phone, so I'm just blessed right now. We're going to start with landlord, okay? We're going to go landlord, okay? Uncle Charlie. That's a lie. I can't even do it. We're going to start with Uncle Charlie, okay? We can't disrespect Uncle Charlie, man. He an OG. He always get so just, I'm sorry, but we're going to start with Uncle Charlie. Landlord up next. 100 grand on deck. Peebo from Dallas in the hole. Then we're going to work backwards and run it down this list. You understand? Actually, time out. Because we let ladies first round here. We let ladies go first round. I got all y'all messed up. Uncle Charlie can wait. We got Rose Reviews on the phone. How you doing?
Fine. How you doing, nephew?
What you cooked today?
I knew that was coming.
Of course you did.
Hey, you know some ribs and greens.
So listen, I learned something, right? So I was just sitting down thinking about it, right? Because I always sit down and I just want to be well thought out in my points and everything that I was thinking about. I know why.
Right.
I know why Cougars and let's just say distinguished women. I know why y'all cook full course meals with sides and young women don't. Watch this. This is why.
Why?
This is why. Because nowadays, the women in my generation, we don't operate under the same level of nutrition that y'all did. Nowadays, we have nutrition facts. So the women in my generation, they look for the fads and the diets or whatever, right? So they'll look on the back of a box and be like, "Oh, I'm keto. I'm not going to eat carbs today," or "I'm vegan. I'm not going to eat meats today." Women from your blessed generation, y'all had the food pyramid. Let me tell you something. That's what they taught y'all. Let me tell you something. I'm damn near brilliant because I thought of this on my own. They don't teach food pyramid no more. So my generation, like we had it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But we really got into reading the back of the box. But your generation, y'all had meat, vegetables, fruits, fats, dairies, and grains. So when y'all was growing up, y'all was taught to try to fit all that on a plate, and that's why Cougars and distinguished women like yourself put sides on the plate and women in my generation don't. Get you a Cougar. Get you a Cougar. That's my theory.
That's nephew. And you got to realize now, in my generation,
yes,
we didn't have quite as many choices as you have these days.
Right.
So, even growing up, now, kids, if mom cooks something and the kids don't want it, they don't have to eat it. When I grew up, hey, mom cooked one thing. If you were hungry, you would eat it. Total different generation.
Boy, that makes sense.
And
that makes sense. Go ahead.
I commend you for your earlier behavior when the caller called in. You know me. I'm all about positivity. So, I want to commend you for you handled that perfectly, okay? And, that's why I wasn't going to call in until that happened. I'm like, I have to let him know. Because you never stoop down to someone else's level. And it's obvious if they're calling in on your show, on your channel, they're miserable. And they're trying to make you miserable, and you did not let that happen. Yeah. And you need to be commended for that.
I appreciate you. Next year I turn 30. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Next year I turn 30. Okay. So all that just kind of.
You are well beyond 30 years old. I'm still watching your shows, and you have a sort of an old mentality.
I try.
You know what I'm saying?
I try.
You may be 30 numerically or chronologically. But, your actions, and the way you talk, I'm like, oh, he's an old soul.
But I tell you what, though, there was something else in my mind before we move on. If anything was to go down, I got something in the closet for him. I got something in the closet with 30 in it.
I have 6 rifles and a 22 handgun. I wish somebody would come in my house.
Let them know. Let them know.
And I'm getting ready to buy a shotgun.
Let them know.
Hey, I don't bother anybody, but don't come in my house.
Lovely. That's beautiful. So, listen, thank you so much for calling in and checking up on me. We good.
You keep doing what you're doing, brother. You're doing an excellent job, nephew. Mm-hmm. And you keep reaching for the stars. And we got your supporters, your subbies. We have your back. You just keep being you.
Thank you, sweetie. We're going to try. Thanks for the call.
Yes, sir, baby.
Hey, man, let me tell y'all something, man. I grew up, and look, I don't even want to make this seem like I grew up on Compton and I lived in a shoebox and, you know what I'm saying, anybody sneezed around me, I shot him. I ain't that guy. But I did grow up in just in a certain setting. If you want to do something to me, you can. I ain't hard to find. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So everything else is just internet. You know what I mean? Everything else is just online, and online ain't real. Internet is not real life. It's internet. You know what I'm saying? So that is what that is. Drummer Cam, appreciate you, sir. He dropped the 5 in the super chat. How do you think Kellen Moore will manage to clock with all the firepower on offense? Hey, man, let me tell you something. I said something about a week ago. I was like, I don't need Pro Bowlers. I just need everybody to eat just a little bit. So we walk away with our wide receivers. You know, if everybody gets something around 1,100 yards, you know, Zeke get his 1,200 yards, Tony get his 800 yards. You know, they get their catches. Blake Jarwin do his thing, get 700, maybe, you know, 750, 800 or whatever. And we just a well-balanced breakfast, like the food pyramid kind of indicates that we should be. As long as we're a well-balanced breakfast, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So Kellen Moore just get the ball to the open guy, even though I think CD is going to get most of the opportunities there, as he should, though. CD is incredible. All right, so let's see. We got Uncle Charlie up next. Landlord on deck, 100 grand in the hole. Let's boogie. Uncle Charlie, what's happening with you?
What's up, nephew? It's been a long time, man. What's going on?
Everybody, please follow Uncle Charlie on YouTube, man, because he's a YouTuber now, and we just going to support each other, so go check him out. What's good with you, Uncle?
I commend you, just like Sister there said, I commend you. See, that person, that's what's bad with the world, and you, like I told you, you was a light. See, that person never been in a room with a bunch of old folks, everybody passing gas with the door locked. He never been in that situation. So let me just say this, man.
Right.
You know, I want to ask a question.
Yes, sir.
By us having all the firepower on offense, I still worry about that defensive tackle position.
Yeah.
And do you think, number two, do you think we still need to bring a veteran in, a pass rusher in? I want you to answer those two questions.
I think we're going to be good at the offensive tackle spot, because the only reason we were as bad as we were at tackle last year was because 4 people had to get hurt for us to be that. You know what I mean? Like we were down to tackle number 5 and 6. Then tackle number 6 got hurt, and we had to put Zach Martin at tackle. You know what I mean? So I don't think we're ever gonna be that hurt again. So we should be good at tackle. In terms of pass rusher, I agree with you. Every top tier team, they bring pass rushers in waves. So if we had the opportunity to just sign a guy to be a miscellaneous backup pass rusher to whenever Randy takes a break, whenever D-Law takes a break, to where we're not downgrading too much. What, girl? What? We just want to be in a situation where even when those guys come off the field, we will be still good at pass rush or whatnot.
Okay, so let me make this real quick, and I'm glad you answered that 2 cold beer questions, and I appreciate that, Boss. Right. Let me explain this. Like I said, man, I've been sitting back watching your shows, and you haven't been taking calls, and I've been watching you with I think another white guy. He's real smart, real good, and I've been watching the show, man. It's been real educational. Yeah. So I'm not fearing the season. I'm fearing that we get all the way there and then we lose. But I gotta have faith. Let me just say this, man. You keep on being a light to the world. You're a happy young man, and like I said, you my nephew for life. And thank you for giving me support over there on YouTube, and I will be posting something soon.
Yeah.
I just purchased a 75-inch flat screen TV for the season, so I'm damn serious about the Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
I'm not messing around. Let me just say this: stay happy, because my brother was happy. He had a woman that was 500 or 600 pounds in between that, with the scale. And, every time they came over and ate dinner, and they get in the car and they go up the hill, sparks would be flying, but they was still in love. Let me explain something to you. I told my brother, don't ever take her to churches and then you order a family order and she tell you, that's not for you, that's for me. Let me just say this in close. Voch, we'll make this real quick. Voch, in my miracle bliss, when I was 8 years old, I was in school. I never bothered anybody. I wanted the American dream like anybody else. I had my lunch burger, the Hall of Justice, and had my stretch arms phone. And next thing you know, a dog jumped behind the house, and when I was going to school, he bit me in the rock roast. Well, by the time I made it home, Voch, I told my dad. He said, where did he bite you at? I said, right here, Dad. My dad took me over to the doctor, got me 2 shots. The lady next door owned a house full of cats. And, man, it was about 56 of them. She said, young man, come here. I saw what that dog did to you. So that at the end of the week, which is end of the month, that dog chase you, you come on in my house and run through my front room and run through my back door and shut the door. Well, just like she said, the dog got in behind me again, Voch, to bite me in my ass. And I'm running, I dropped my stretch arm phone, my lunch bucket, and I ran up on her, she said, come on. I ran through a front room, through a back door and shut. He ran right in behind me. She shut the door. And all those cats in the house came out and they ate his ass up. Wow! She opened the front door. He jumped out of there like some hot water just jumped on it. Well, you see, Voch, the German Shepherd wanted some more. But when he realized where he was at, it was the time of the month for those cats. And man, I'll talk to you later, nephew. I love you, bro. I appreciate you.
Uncle Charlie, you know you ain't running no damn way. I appreciate you, Uncle. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all, listen. Me and some other YouTubers was having a very Illuminati type chat or whatever. And somebody had the gumption to believe that Charlie be calling in and making up these stories. And I be listening to the depth of detail. There's no way Charlie boy call in and make up them stories. I've dead ass been in the back seat of a car. When I was a little boy, I dead ass been in the back seat of a car with some people. They went to Popeyes and said, let me get the family dinner, the 9-piece with the 4 biscuits and the 2 sides or whatever, da da da, boom, boom, boom. Let me get that like mixed mild, the spice or whatever, dark meat, please. Then look in the back seat and say, y'all want something? I've seen that. I've seen that. So Charlie ain't bullshit, but you gotta have a level of, you know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta be around. You just gotta would have have lived through that to know that something like that exists. I've seen it before. Y'all want something? Shouts out to Rue Glock, man. Rue Glock is incredible. This is Charlie's link. So if y'all want to go check out Uncle Charlie page, he talks just like this on the page. I thought he only talked like this when he called into the show. He talked like this all the time. So click on the link and check out Uncle Charlie page, man. Check him out. Who I said we got next? We got who I say? We got Landlord, 100 grand, and Peebo in that order. Landlord up next, 100 grand on deck, Peebo in the hole. I know I messed it up, but we're gonna run it anyway. Landlord from Alabama, what's good with your partner?
What going on with your Voch? Oh, you all right, man?
Hey, man, we good, play. Shit, life good around here. I ain't got nothing to complain about. Shit, you already know.
I'm already here. But, first, when I seen the title of the video, the first question came to mind is like, Voch had to get hacked or something, because who you talking about better than the Cowboys offense, though?
That's what I'm saying.
I just don't think that team exists. I don't think that's a thing.
Man, look, Landlord, we're on the same page, man. We're on the same page, man. I was on the social media machines earlier, and I'm letting them know, man, look, the Cowboys going to have the best offense, the best offense in the league, if not top 3, you know what I'm saying? And they was looking at me like I was being a homer. They was looking at me like I was being, you know what I'm saying, like I was wrong. So I'm just trying to open up the platform and let them know, man, if y'all think something different, call in and give me some information, educate me, and nobody's been able to do that, Landlord. So shit, you already know, man. Cowboys, Cowboys got that one, man.
I'm trying to see, 'cause like when I seen it, I started having that feeling like that gift when he was trying to add up and subtract and divide and come to the conclusion of the problem, 'cause I just didn't understand.
Yeah.
We the best in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't even close right now, in my opinion. If you ain't the Chiefs, if you ain't who else? If you ain't maybe the team.
It ain't many.
If you ain't
it ain't many.
it's about a good 3 more teams outside. If you ain't Tampa,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? If you don't even deserve to be at this table at all.
We gonna beat the shit out of Tampa.
You don't even get in the room.
And we gonna beat the shit out of Tampa.
We gonna beat the hell out of them. You remember I told you that we gonna beat the shit out of Tom Brady, old orthopedic guy. We gonna kill him. But one thing I had to say, man, I don't even want to bring no light to the other caller. We just gonna call him the name that we shall not mention.
Little boy.
I want that dude to go play in some traffic or something. But we just gonna move on. But all right, one point I had to say is the Dak disrespect is getting on my nerves, man. Yes. I can't tolerate no more. I almost went to go marching by myself. I called some Cowboy fans or something. I'm tired of this, man. We need some tiki torches like they did. You know how they got down. But we need to go get some respect for our quarterback, man.
Yes, sir.
This man is your fault. This one point that nobody brings up about Dak Prescott.
What's that?
Okay. Since this man been a part of the Cowboys organization.
Yes, sir.
Dallas defense has been, I don't even got to look at the stats because I know my team and I know it to be true.
Right.
We have been at least bottom 5 in turnovers every year. Right or wrong?
No, you're right. You ain't saying nothing wrong. Go ahead.
We do not force turnovers at all. So, with that being said, if you just get a couple pieces of construction paper and some bubble gum or something, put it together and stick this defense up and make it look like a real defense.
That's it.
Give this man a couple more extra opportunities.
That's it.
Here and there. So he won't have to drive from the 10. Better special teams. That's why he had all them goddamn yards, because he had to drive 20, 25 more yards than everybody else did.
Right.
Just to scope.
Right.
If you get this man a couple short fields, this man going to put up even more points. He already was right there with the top guys. If you give him some more opportunities, some short fields, start him from the 45-yard line. Start him from the 50, the 35 sometimes. Every time he get the ball, he's starting from 20, 15, 10-yard line. He got to do a whole length of the field drive every time to get anything.
Now, see, landlord,
we kicking field goal.
Now, see, landlord, you ain't said nothing wrong yet, man. But what I just like about you right now, and I'm just letting everybody else in the chat box know right now, y'all have time. You have time to get on the right side of history. Because once this thing gets started, we ain't letting no new people in. You know what I mean? So get on this side now.
Club.
It's an exclusive club, and it comes with perks and benefits. That's it. Get on the right side right now, because once the season start, we ain't letting nobody new in the club. We ain't letting nobody else up in there.
They gotta understand this man is different. Like they talk about when they try to dog Dak Prescott, they bring up 2018 like improvement is not a real thing. Dak is not nowhere near the same dude he was them couple years ago. This man has elevated his game, and I just can't wait to when it is September 9th.
Yes, sir.
When this boy walk out there on that field with 2 good legs and a big bag behind his name, it's gonna go down. Y'all don't understand the swag this man gonna step out there with, man.
With the J's on, with the Jordan 13s on. Come on, son.
I'm talking about, I told you I call him Make It Rain Dakota Prescott. That's his name for me now. He got the bag and he ready. We call him Make It Rain Dakota now. You understand?
God damn it.
Hey, you know your mama knew you was a legend. She named you Rain, man.
Come on now. Come on now.
This boy different now. The boy different.
Look, she listen. She could have named him Joe. She could have named him Jeffrey. She could have named him Steve. A mother named Rain is destined for greatness. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
She could have named him Chuck, man. She could have named him anything. You understand? Fred. This man's name is Rain. You understand? He is gonna rain on these boys. You understand? It's different.
Chuck Dakota Prescott.
You can't be a regular guy named Rain.
Chuck Dakota Prescott ain't shit. Chuck Dakota Prescott worked for AutoZone. Goddamn, Chuck
boy was destined.
Chuck Dakota Prescott worked at Subway. You know what I'm saying? But Rain? Come on.
Prescott, Rain Dakota, the Subway worker. It don't exist. This boy was destined for greatness.
It don't.
You understand?
It don't.
He was destined.
Landlord, this is I can't talk. This is an incredible call, sir. When the season start, be sure to tune into my show, because every time we win, we're gonna talk some shit, you heard?
Yes, sir. I got one more thing, if you don't mind, man.
Go ahead,
I just thought you really inspired me to start a Cowboys IG by the name Landlord from Alabama, aka Cowboys _ Cowboys Connect. Know what I'm saying? It's a Cowboys theme page. All I talk about is the Cowboys, and we're going to put this pressure on all these naysayers and all these non-believers. We're going to convert them over to the real Cowboys empire we finna build, this dynasty we building on the way. You understand? We're going to make them know it. We're going to make them bow to this greatness. You understand?
Hey, man. Give them a follow. Everybody right now. Plug it one more time, Landlord, before you go. One more time, plug it. Let them know.
Cowboys _ Cowboys. Hold on. It's Cowboys _ Connect _ on Instagram. Landlord from Alabama.
There you go, man. Appreciate you, man. Good to hear from you, man. Listen, man.
All right, man.
Me and Landlord be on the same page, man. Hold on. I'm hanging up on the wrong person. Landlord from Alabama. Listen, man. Me and Landlord be on the same page, man. Listen, man, we got so Nick from Twitter, who I thought was calling in earlier, Nick Herrera from Twitter. Apparently, he's watching right now. He's giving us a shout out on the social media machines and all that. Let me just give you a shout out while you're watching, sir, because you attack nonsense in the same way that I do, and that's to be saluted, sir. We need a lot more Twitter police, not in the way that if somebody uses the wrong grammar, we're correcting grammar or whatever. But if somebody gets on Twitter on Twitter with some nonsense and they can't prove it, it's just some hot air, you attack it straight on like I do, sir. You are to be saluted. So shouts out to Nick Herrera for holding it down out here in these Twitter streets. You heard me? Let's get this back going, man. Let's get this back going. Also, the Cleveland person that was defending the Cleveland people, they ain't call in. they ain't call in. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Okay, here he is. He's on Twitter. He says, hey, Voch, been trying to stay on the line, but it keeps kicking me out. Don't know why. Ain't nobody kicking you out. Not going to be on here because I'm not going to be available. Going to subscribe and wait for the next stream. Good stuff, man, on your channel. Hey, man, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. But let me just go ahead and hit you with the points that I was going to hit you with, man. I did my research. I did a little bit of research, man. And I didn't even know this was the case until I looked at it. You know what I mean? So it's always good to make sure that you're doing your research prior to prior to going into something. You know what I mean? Prior to going into one of these exchanges on the social media machines or whatnot. I didn't know that Jarvis Landry only had like 840 receiving yards for 3 touchdowns last year. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Then I looked at Odell's numbers. You know, he was hurt last year, but I just went back to his 2019 game log or whatever. Odell had like 1035 receiving with 4 touchdowns. It's not that great. I went back to his 2018 numbers. 1052 receiving, 6 touchdowns. Not that great. I went back to 2017. He got hurt. So I guess it's safe to say that Odell Beckham ain't been right since Eli Manning retired, right? Then I looked up Amari Cooper's numbers with the quarterback debacle that we had last year, and he had 11-14 for 5 touchdowns. So Amari Cooper with a backup quarterback is better than Odell Beckham with his starter. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go wide receiver 1 versus wide receiver 1, you can have that conversation. Jarvis Landry only getting 800 yards and 5 touchdowns. Let me go back so I could be appropriate here. Jarvis Landry with his 840 yards and his 3 touchdowns, man. So let me type in CD Lamb so I can see what the slot situation looking like. Because the other one ain't even gonna be closed. The other one ain't even gonna be. It ain't even gonna be kind of close, and that's exactly where I'm trying to go. So yeah, CD Lamb out caught and out touchdowned Jarvis Landry last year with a miscellaneous quarterback carousel while Landry had his starter or whatnot. So that's just kind of strange. I mean, if you want to put Rashad Higgins versus Michael Gallup, I mean, you could say Rashad Higgins, but I mean, you be wrong. you be wrong. So even if tight ends is a wash, and even if I give you the running back advantage, like if I really wanted to fight about it, we could say Zeke, but I'm gonna give you Chubb over Zeke. It comes down to the offensive line because Baker ain't close to Dak at all. Like Baker ain't even kind of close to that. You know what I'm saying? So I pulled up the R Lads, the offensive line, because I just wanted to make sure I had Cleveland's offensive line right before I started talking shit about him. Jedrick Wills ain't Tyron Smith. Not going to be able to do it. I've seen Joel Bitonio, and he's not good, but if you want to say he's better than Connor Williams, I'm not going to fight you. And J.C. Treader at center is cool, but I'm not going to put Tyler Biadasz over him. So I give y'all the left guard and center advantage. So y'all winning 2-1 right now. But Wyatt Teller, as good as he is, he ain't Zach Martin, ladies and gentlemen. And Jack Conklin, who's fine, who's a good player in terms of what tackle is in the league, but that fella ain't Leo Collins. You know what I mean? So by score of 3-2, I 100% give Cowboys the edge in offensive line here, and boy, we only want to talk about Baker versus Dak. So if you're a Browns fan, you didn't get a chance to call in to defend your point. That those were going to be part of my arguments about why it just ain't the case. About why it's just not going to be the case. Also, something interesting too. Right before I get back into my next 9 callers or whatnot, let me do this too. Baker Mayfield. There's something else I was thinking about when I was working out earlier because I'm trying to be swole. I'm trying to lose weight and be swole because my ankles is thin, but my gut is big. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I ain't got far to go. I ain't got too far to go. You know what I'm saying? My neck getting kind of long again. You know what I'm saying? Getting back in that. Somebody was making the point of what about play calling, right? Like what about play callers? Well, if Stefanski was so good, I feel like he would be able to dial up some plays that'll make Baker Mayfield probably a little more efficient, man. Baker Mayfield got 3,500 yards last year, and he threw for 26 touchdowns. But I'd imagine that if you're gonna be better than Kellen Moore, you need to be better than Kellen Moore for real. I think there would be some things that you can do to get Baker Mayfield going. And if the extent to now, look, don't get me wrong, they got some good concepts blocking up front, like run game blocking up front. They got some really interesting concepts up front. I'll probably break that down in a film session if y'all want to. If y'all want to go there, y'all probably don't because we Cowboys up here. But in terms like play calling, like straight up and down, like besides these exotic blocking schemes up front and handing the ball to Chubb and Kareem, like what's he doing that's way more impressive than Kellen Moore, that's giving you the clear Stefanski over Kellen Moore? I'm just not here for the tomfoolery, man. I'm not here for the tomfoolery, man. Cowboys gonna be a top 3 offense, not 3, not 2, number 1. And I don't think I'm a homer for saying that. That's just how I feel. If you ask me, Voch, how you think the defense is gonna be next year, I'm like, not great, because I'm not a homer, Let's get back to the phones. Who I said was gonna be next? $100,000, and then Peebo from Dallas. Then we're gonna go traveling man, and we're gonna go down the list, and we're gonna wrap the show up. Let's get $100,000 on the phone. He's on the block right now in the street serving them up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in the kitchen getting the cooking on. You feel me? I do that too.
That's a cold word. He ain't cooking food. He cooking that work up. $100,000. Let me ask you a question, sir. How old are you?
I'm 30.
So you're a 30-year-old East Coast guy. Okay, so you a Nas fan, sir?
Yes, sir. And was Jay-Z, my dog. I got Jay-Z over Nas.
So you're not really a Nas guy?
I like him, but ever since Ether is his claim to fame. I mean, and that album was dope. That album was fire. One mic was fire, but after that,
okay, I can't listen to you.
It was
okay,
like,
okay,
what else?
What
else? Jay-Z was more consistent. Come on, let's be real.
It was written. It was written, and Illmatic are incredible, sir.
Okay, but
that's 3. Godson is incredible, sir.
Compared to Jay-Z's album?
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, like,
that's what I'm saying.
It just sound like you shitting on Nas a little bit. I'm
not shitting on Nas. No, well, I'm not shitting on Nas.
You said Stillmatic all he got. That's what you said. You just said it. You said Stillmatic.
To me.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's
you.
That's fair.
Your opinion, you
that's
feel
fair.
like he got 3. I feel like he got 1.
But
if you compare
he got 5.
to Jay-Z, like I said,
Nas got 5.
He got 5 now. You just said, come on, man.
I named It Was Written and Illmatic and Stillmatic and Godson, and I like this new project that he dropped with Hit Boy. What are you saying, sir? That's 5.
I didn't hear all that.
You wasn't listening.
You put those in. You just put those in. Okay, compare it to Jay-Z.
No, I don't think Nas has a better catalog than Jay-Z. No.
Thank you.
He might rap better, but
come on, man.
I mean, Nas might rap.
What?
I say Nas might rap better, but he ain't got a better catalog than Jay-Z.
Man, how do you feel Nas raps better, sir?
What you got for my show, $100,000? What you got for my show? This a
No,
Cowboy show.
How do you feel Nas raps better, sir? Now, I will give you Jay-Z brought them Philly boys in and took their style and ran with it. I give you that.
I'm about to hang over with you and put Peebo on the phone.
I give it to you. You don't think he did that?
Traveling man up next. Trucker's Life on deck.
But one thing I could give Nas, he has an ear for talent. I give him that.
What you got Cowboys related for talent?
You don't like Dave East?
I love Jay-Z.
No, Dave East.
Oh, Dave East cool. Yeah, he all right. He's straight. Yeah, he cool.
I give Nas that. Nas got an ear for talent.
Sir,
nice.
I asked you about the Cowboys, man. Why you talking about Nas? I ain't say nothing about Nas.
You started this.
I ain't say shit about Nas.
You started this. You ain't.
This is crazy, boy. What you got for the show, 100 grand? What you got for the show?
Post. I'm right next to New York.
What you got for the show, 100? I'm about to hang up on 100. What you got for the show, man? What's good?
Nah, I got for the show.
What's good?
I feel like the defense is going to be way better because we got those two. We got a big boy in the middle.
Talk
now.
that shit.
So we're going to get turnovers and all that stuff.
Let them know.
And I feel like Dak and Zeke and them boys, they already know they're going to get these extra possessions.
Okay.
So they getting ready. And Zeke see Kamara, man. Zeke want that. He's trying to get another bag. This bag almost up. He's trying to get another bag. So if he could catch the ball out the backfield, do a little wiggle, he's going to get anothave bag. So I feel like Zeke going to have a breakout year this year. I really feel like he do that. I really feel like that.
For sure.
I feel like he shouldn't have ran to and take all these hits. Don't run to the hits. Maneuver. You feel what I'm saying? That'll keep the body fresh. That'll keep the injuries off him. I feel like somebody tapped him on his shoulder and said, "Listen, man, you can't play like that no more. You got to try to avoid these." Like Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard avoids this stuff. He don't take those hits like that.
Right.
He don't.
Right.
I don't think Kamara does either. He don't. Zeke is like the only person that really like takes hits like that.
Right.
Not even Saquon. Saquon don't take those hits like that.
Right.
And he get hurt, but he don't. He runs away. He don't take those hits. I feel like Zeke is really going to impress us, man. I know you don't put too much stock into the videos, but he's looking good. He's looking good.
I don't put. Oh, you talking about the off-season training video? No, I mean, I don't fool with the off-season training, man. Show me some in camp. Show me something on the field, man. I'm not trying to see you run against coaches and dummies. You know what I'm saying? Dez Bryant mossed the hell out of some high school kid on damn Twitter, boy. Dez Bryant jumped smooth over people. Everybody like, ooh! I'm like, that kid 20 years old, man. Chill out. 100 grand is going to be putting together my thumbnails for the live streams this season or whatever. So 100 grand, please plug your graphics business before I hang up on you, sir.
Here you go, man. Everybody contact me, Graphic Zone HD on Twitter and Instagram, or you can email me at graphiczonehd.
This motherfucker got an email now. Oh shit!
Or gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? You can email me, holler at me.
You wanna know who better than Jay-Z though?
Who?
Motherfucker Scarface. Goddamn, Scarface better than Jay-Z. Scarface got more classes than Jay-Z. Scarface rap better than Jay-Z. Come on now.
Okay. So if they did a Scarface Jay-Z battle, Scarface will wipe the floor with Jay-Z. That's what you're telling me right now.
Well, it's not battles.
They did the verses.
That's a horrible. That's a horrible comparison because let me tell you why. Versus has its own criteria in like scoring or whatever. So if you chose Michael Jackson versus Prince in versus, I think Prince is a much better artist than Michael Jackson. But in a versus, Michael Jackson got more hits. But Prince don't shoot for the hits. Drake can get a point off a Tootsie Slide, but Drake don't rap better than damn Kendrick. So I ain't trying to hear by no hits, sir. I'll holler at you, 100 grand. Appreciate you, sir.
All right, bro. All right, man.
Come on now. Come on. Hey, this Voch Lombardi, playboy. Come on now. Jay Farm says Scarface does not have the catalog. Relax, sir. Relax, sir. Scarface got an entire catalog from the 80s to the 2000s, plus he got Ghetto Boys behind. He wrote for Ghetto Boys, so sir. Every Hotline Bushwick Bill says Scarface wrote it, sir. Let's not say that. Who I said was up next? We got Peebo up next. Traveling Man on deck. Trucker's Life in the Hole. Let's talk some Cowboys, man. I know we got off track a little, just a little bit, but that's a Voch Lombardi show, man. You can't predict the Voch Lombardi show. You know what I'm talking about? Peebo from Dallas. Sound like you're in a rocket ship, but we gonna boogie. What's good with you, sir?
Oh, my fault, fam. I'm in the car.
Man, you good,
I'm trying
dog.
to take like 3 or 4 minutes. Hold up.
You good,
all
dog.
Right.
Good.
Tom Brady is a pack week 1. Aaron Rodgers caught his team cheating on him. Now his resentment is coming out this season. So I'm not worried about a Jordan Love-led Packers. Drew Brees is picking out orthopedic shoes with Andrew Luck because his ass retired. Carson Flinch got banished from the Eagles.
Carson Flinch?
Drop a lot is still quarterbacking for the Giants. Russell Wilson is he's more of a diva than his own wife. Big Ben moves like Jason Witten.
And his wife.
Baker and the Browns can't see a Dak-led Cowboys, especially without the trash Mike Nolan defense. Who in the NFC South, bro? I don't see it right now. And notice how I didn't mention Washington and their journeyman quarterback. I'll get to them in a minute. Paris Aluminum is in the shadow realm. He's no longer in our deck of cards by the grace of God. Tyron Smith had a year's rest, so hopefully that arm has some better kick since he stayed with the leg brace. Biotis is on year 2. Zach Martin is still Zach Martin. Gallup is on a prove-it year. And as long as he doesn't drop the ball like he did in that one Jets game, he should be a top-tier number 2. CD got resentment for not being Rookie of the Year, not because of Dak, but because Mike McCarthy has an invisible third eye that saw talent in Terrence Steele/Copper. Now that third eye apparently was looking in a parallel universe, but it's cool. You know, he's gone now. And Mike McCarthy's on his second year with Kellen Moore, so I hope we see less of Kellen Linehan/Garrett. Plus Zeke, he's been putting out more workout videos than a fitness Instagram model, so he looking like he about to go down like, you know, that Alvin Kamara skill tree being more elusive. Either that or Tony Pollard been giving him pointers, you know, on longevity. Not to also, you know, to his career, but also, ironically, his yardage. Jarwin and Schultz are going to tear defenses apart when they only focus on the outside. Plus, I feel like Micah, Odigizua, and KJ the Boss Man Fat combined with a year 2 Trayvon Diggs is going to create more turnovers and prevent a repeat of that Odell Beckham debacle touchdown last year when he literally ran behind the backs of at least 3 defenders. He got tackled by Jalen, and then that just stacks up Jalen's late tackle stats. But that's another story. I ain't going to talk about Jalen right now. My final point is that the Washington Roaches need to chill with this tragic combined with the defense that only was mopping garbage teams. I mean, 7-9 won the division. Everybody else in our division know that we all was trash, but Washington fans finally caught a W and are talking like they went to the NFC Championships or something. Man, I'm done. Let somebody else on, bro. I don't want to extend my privilege time, bro. Shout out Uncle Charlie too, you know.
Peebo from Dallas said Drew Brees has orthopedic shoes. Carson Flinch and the Washington Roaches. Appreciate you, Hey, Peebo, that's why we go to you, man. That's why we go straight to you, sir. That's why we on the line. Look, Peebo way down the list, but that's why when he call in, we go straight to Peebo. That's why, ladies and gentlemen. Carson Flinch is crazy. Carson Flinch is madness. I got some supers. Let me check y'all out, see what y'all been talking about. And then he dropped 5 in the super chat. A little goat emoji. Or is that a lamb emoji? It's a goat emoji. Thank you, Nene. Just thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. John dropped 5 euros, pounds. I'm not as cultured as I should be. You know, give me, you know, some more years to know the difference between what's the little E with the line through it? Is that a euro or a pound? Could be both. Between Big D and Kansas City, it all comes down to whose offensive line survives the longest. Question: which team did a better job rebuilding, adding depth to the offseason? I think Kansas City drafted 2 offensive linemen and signed 2. And I think the Cowboys really touched on everything on defense. I'm not gonna keep saying Cowboys because y'all gonna keep calling me a homer if I do say. But I just, you know, the Cowboys were deficient in run defense, and all the guys that we brought in are run defenders. I don't know, man. Cowboys, appreciate you, John. Nene dropped a dub in the super chat. Says this call is spitting high fire. You got damn right. That's what we do. When people are gonna find as we do. That's what we do. Then Drummer Cam came back, dropped 5, says YOLO Wentz. Carson Flinch is crazy. Traveling Man up next. Trucker's Life on deck. Reggie in the hole. Let's boogie. Traveling Man, what you got for me, sir? Cooling,
What's the
blessed.
deal, man?
Life
It's
is
been a
good.
long time.
Blessed. Life is good, sir. What's happening with you?
Life is great, ain't it? Hey, it's great when you're a Cowboys fan and you got the #1 offense in the league.
Let them know. Let them know.
Hey, shout out to you, man, for handling things how you handled it. But hey, Peebo went in.
Didn't he though?
Peebo went in, bro.
What you gonna say
Peebo
after that?
went in,
What you gonna say after that man did all
That's
that?
what I'm saying. Hey, you can't say too much, but what I do want to say though is, Tony Pollard gonna act a damn fool, man.
Yes, sir.
He gonna act a fool.
Yes, sir.
People sleep on Tony on a lot of his skills. He really, if you really want to say it, he really could be a #1 somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? They try to say this. He can't pass block, but I mean, when I watch the game and watch old tape, bro pass blocking, bro.
Sure.
Bro pass blocking, and he may not be as good as Zeke at it, and that's why people try to shit on him. But man, he got everything. He got everything. He quick as shit, and then fast. That turn up speed is just fast as hell. But besides that, who fucking with our receivers, bro?
Not a soul.
Like, I just don't. We got 2 1As and a 1B. Like, who really?
Nobody.
Who gonna fuck with us?
Nobody.
Dak, bro.
Not a soul.
Dak is gonna put on a show. MVP. Don't you forget the comeback player of the year type shit. MVP.
Yes.
They gonna be like they gonna be like who the hell let Dak do this? I'm just saying, man, and the offensive line.
Yes, sir.
Bro, our offensive line got depth now. Like last year was a great opportunity. I wouldn't say it was great, but it was a great opportunity for the young players on the offensive line to get their experience. This is better experience than OTA, better experience than the mini camp, and all that stuff. So I think with them having that type of experience, they ain't gonna be scared. You know, if something happens, which I don't, you know, we get that shit like 10, 15 games for anything happen, in my opinion. But if anything were to happen, we got depth. You know, and it started in the trenches, and I like the offensive line that we got. It's fire. The receivers, fire.
Yeah.
Running backs, not just one. Running backs, fire. Tight ends, fire. Dalton Schultz had a better year than Evan Ingram has, and he got Pro Bowl. He got Pro Bowl. Come on. What? Bro, we could really do anything we want to with our offense, with the skill players that we got.
Right.
Especially with Dak Prescott. We could do anything. Sky is really the limit. Sky is really the limit.
Traveling man, we gonna work on it. Huh? What? Huh?
My bad.
No, you good, man. Listen, man, all I was saying, bro, is just like be around for the regular season, man, because when them wins start to add up, man, it's gonna be parties on this channel, man. I just wanna, you know, just make sure you in the club, you know, when it's going down. You heard? But appreciate traveling, man. Appreciate you, man. We're gonna wrap this up,
bro.
Yes, sir.
Bet that.
Hey, man, but look, this ain't just talking to the people that's in the doggone phone. Like, y'all in the chat box, too. Like, pick your side. Pick your side, man, because YouTube got this cool little function where I can go in this little search button, and I can type just like a word or whatever. I can type, like, garbage time, and I can find every time somebody commented the word garbage time on all my videos or whatever. So we going to know what side y'all on. You know what I'm saying? We're going to know what side y'all on. We're going to be early, and we're going to be off, and we're going to be on time. We're going to be on time, yeah? Truckers Life, what's good with you, sir?
What's going on, Voch? What's going on? I got a question. Well, not a question. It's a statement for that for the first caller that was a Baltimore Ravens fan.
Yes, sir.
I don't know why people keep thinking Lamar Jackson's all that. The only thing he do is run the ball. He ain't got no arm. He ain't got no accuracy. Nah, come on, get real with it.
Oh, boy.
And another thing with the Ravens offense, they ain't had a #1 receiver since my cousin retired. And when I say cousin, my blood cousin, first cousin, Steve Smith Sr.
Yeah.
Ever since he retired, they ain't had a #1 receiver.
Damn, Carl Lewis.
And for him to, huh?
Nah, man, nah. I'm just listening, man. I'm just taking all this analysis in because I'm looking at cool ass Drake that called in, the Ravens fan. I'm looking at him in the chat box, and I'm listening to you, and I'm just taking it all in, sir. Go ahead.
Nah, real talk, like. And then for the people that think that, the the Chiefs, man, yes, they got Mahomes. He's fire, of course. They ain't got no intermediate pass game. Like we got receivers that can take it on all three levels.
Right.
We got the technician in Amari. We got a technician slash a beast with the ball in his hands, and then we got a dude that can take it over the top. Right. And then we got the tight ends for the intermediate shit.
Right. I feel you, Truckers, like, man, hey, man, it's only going to be a matter of time, bro. They can only hold Dak down so much. And, you know, I think he's built for moments like this. He's built to prove people wrong. That's been talking down on him, has been talking shit to him. Like, you know, he says, you know, I don't watch TV, I don't look at the social medias, but he knows what people think about him, man. So, you know, Dak going to come in and do his work, man. He, you know, the wide receivers going to go off. Zeke going to do his thing. O-line going to be straight, dog. That's all you got?
No, I got another thing.
Go ahead.
People that say Dak ain't a number third, ain't a top. I say a top 3. They say top 10, whatever. Fuck them. But for them to say that after the way he played in the first 5 games last year, do people not realize he didn't have an O-line the whole time he played last year?
Right.
And he still put up monster numbers.
Right.
Off season last year, still was putting up monster numbers due to Dak. Like, come on, y'all. Let's get real.
Yeah,
Cowboys
man.
Nation's about to ride this year.
Yeah, man. We're going to let them get their lit life together, man. They run out of time. Hey, Truckers Life, appreciate you, sir. Everybody tune in to his YouTube channel, man. Truckers Space Life 70. What now? Go ahead, give it a plug.
Truckers Space Life 78.
78.
Don't forget the space between the life and don't forget the space between the truckers and life. But yeah, hey, did you see that? What do you think about that Wagyu I made?
About the Wagyu, you know, man, they was on the internet saying you overcooked it, man. You know, I like mine medium rare, so it was a little, you know what I mean, for my taste.
Medium rare, it was just. Did you see the second picture I posted?
I did not.
Where you can actually see it was medium rare.
I did not.
You have a thermostat or a thermometer for it.
Okay, now I take your word for it. What you getting your Wagyu from Costco?
No, I get it from it's a online butcher. It's Crowd Cow.
Crowd Cow.
Yeah, they got Wagyu. Last night I made a wild boar sirloin. Yeah, it was. Hey, it's good. It's good eating over here.
All right, Truckers Life. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. Salute. Hey,
all right,
man.
you have a good.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, he set it up like he was gonna give me some details. But he said, "Hey, man, look, I got this wild boar, right? It was good." I'm like, "Oh, okay. All right, cool, fine." I thought he was gonna give me some details, man. I thought he was gonna tell me how he cooked it. I thought he was gonna tell me he stewed it into a, you know what I mean? I didn't know what he was gonna tell me. Anyway, Reggie's on the phone. What's up, Reggie?
What's going on, Voch? Shout out to you and your channel, holding it down for the Doski Woskies and the PC Weekies.
Hey, you sound like somebody fighting, arguing over there, man. You all right? You good?
No, that's my wife. She's excited upstairs. Sorry about that.
That's not anyway. You good? All right, go ahead, Reggie. What you got for the show?
I'm about tired of the media.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones has been quiet this whole time, mind you, by the way.
Yeah.
First time in forever, or if ever. Been quiet. Cowboys been quiet. No controversies. Yet look at the media. Still trying to drag our name into everything, every little thing. We can't just be quiet, have a little season. They want to bring up Hard Knocks.
Right.
I don't want to hear none of that. We've had publicity on us for 20-some plus years since Jerry's been the owner.
Right.
If you think we're worried about Hard Knocks, you guys are fucking insane.
Right.
Excuse my language.
Fucking insane. Yeah, right.
Next, I want to talk about Dak Prescott and his placing in the top rankings.
Right.
If you think that Dak Prescott is lower than the top 5 quarterback, you're smoking crack.
Yeah.
Number 1, Patrick Mahomes, we know he's an alien. Got to have him number 1. Number 2, Aaron Rodgers.
Sure.
He proved why he's number 2.
Right.
I think there's no debate. Number 3 is where you can have the argument. Number 3, there's 3 players you can put there. You can put Tom Brady because he's probably the greatest to ever do it because all he does is win. You can put Deshaun Watson because all he had was Fuller, and he had the season he had last year. I'm just saying. And then Dak because he was ranked number 1 through all categories before he got hurt. People want to say garbage time. Mind you, check Voch's video history. He did a video on that talking about garbage time yards. It's not a thing anyway. So there are 3 quarterbacks there. So what I say is Dak is a top 5 quarterback, period. That's without question. Now, where you want to arrange him in top 5, that's up to everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I agree. That's fair. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
With that being said, I'm moving on to Browns fans. Better offense than who? Where?
Let them know.
Excuse me?
Let them know.
Your starting quarterback isn't even a top 10 quarterback. That's number 1.
Let them know.
You have really good running backs and an okay, decent offensive line. You don't even have the best run blocking scheme. That actually belongs to San Francisco with the Shanahan offense coordinator over there. Shanahan's known as block scheme coordinators. With that being said, offensive production as far as wide receivers, we know that's not a thing.
Right. Yeah.
So where are we comparing? Like you said, I agree with you. Titans probably is our only competition as far as top offense.
Right.
Because, Derrick Henry and an unstoppable wide receiver over there. And then you also add Julio Jones, who people think is past his prime. Last point I want to make is not Julio Jones, my bad. That was last point. Last point I want to make is Redskins. Why does everybody think that the Redskins are good? First half of the season, teams were throwing 30 up on their ass.
Right.
Like it was nothing.
Right. That's crazy. What's wrong? Right. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. They just draft Chase Young and they just think that, the defense. To be fair, I don't even think they got the best defense in the division or whatever. But, that's just my thoughts. That's my opinion. I think they got.
That would be the Giants, but okay,
they got D line, but we can still throw the ball. Tyron to come back and Leal come back.
The Cowboys have the potential to have the most versatile defense in the division and possibly the league. If we look at everything that we drafted, mind you, we covered all slots with what we drafted and players that we brought in. Now, some people brought up Kazee. He was a very highly ranked safety at one point in time when he was hurt. Made the Pro Bowl, from what I hear, before he got hurt. Then he got hurt. So we don't know what he's going to be. Hopefully he's good. But you have different dynamics with these young rookies. You have Parsons. Obviously, we look at him as a do-it-all type of linebacker. Then we also have old buddy from LSU who's looking like he could really be a force as far as pass coverage. But he could possibly step up and also be able to be a force in run stopping too. He could be that. We already know what those two hunting brothers, is what I like to call them, can do if they have space and they are clean. And there's no offensive lineman with hands on them. Do we need to wolf call to really remember? These two made Pro Bowl campaigns once upon a time.
Yeah.
Short in their career.
Yeah.
So we're looking at a lot of versatility in that front seven. And then, it's not even a question. I think Kelvin Joseph is going to be the second starter.
We'll see what happens, man. We will definitely see what happens. I'm excited about Boss Man Fat. I'm excited about Randy Gregory and all that. Yo, Reg, this was a great call, man. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, it's just clear the excitement, man. Everybody calls in and they want to talk about the team, man. We're all clearly excited, man, and it all starts with camp. You know what I mean? Camp's right around the corner. We'll know. We'll know what the dealio is. We got 2 callers, allegedly. Y'all know how I feel. I know we got 1. I feel good about this number. We'll see about the second one. 713. What's up? Who this?
Voch. Hey, man, look, long time listener, me and my son, big fan of yours, brother.
Really now?
Hey man, I represent H-Town, man. Been a Cowboy fan ever since 1969. So I lived through all 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
All 5.
Man.
And I want 6. It's time for 6, but I'm tired of these haters down here in Houston talking all this crap, and I'm just sick and tired of them because they ain't won nothing here. You know, another thing, you know, I see people talking about, you know, Dak and everything. So he's way better than Deshaun Watson, and the numbers prove it. You know, and you know, he needs to be ahead of Deshaun Watson if anything. You know?
Listen, man, you let these bottom feeders out here roll around in their own filth, man. Just because they say something don't mean it's valid. Just because they say something don't mean they got a point, man. You just let them roll around in that Houston filth, and then when the time comes, it will be nothing else left to say, sir. Deshaun Watson was healthy, and I'm cheering almost won as many games as Dak won last year, sir. So I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to go there with him.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. But let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
Watch. You know these talk. Who's that? Rookie of the year for the Redskins that's supposed to be so bad?
Chase Young.
The defensive guy.
Chase
Young. I ain't can't remember his name, but I can't stand him.
Chase Young.
Yeah, but let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about that crap now. Should wait when he see those 2 tackles that we got to lay on top of.
Yes, sir.
Let's see how bad he is when they big. They are back.
Yes, sir.
They are back, and they gonna put it. You know, and you know, Redskins can keep that name. The football team, the Cowboys will keep their foot in their ass.
Let me give you one down. Hold on, time. Don't say nothing. Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Hey man, look, man. I'm tell you something, man. Look, this offense, man, just gonna be unstoppable, unbelievable. Man, they can run all kind of forms, all kind of sets against everybody, man. Don't you know when they get Blake Jarwin back, they can run a double tight with him and Schultz and kill people. You know, you can have, you know, and I'm gonna tell you something about Zeke. Man, you're gonna see Zeke back to rookie Zeke. Whereas if he gets past a linebacker, he'll take it to the house. And I kept on telling my son that Zeke need to lose weight. So Zeke finally lost weight, and now shoot, he gonna take it to the house every time you break that secondary. Watch what I tell you. And see, finally he's gonna follow behind the 2 running backs that I saw, which was the great Tony Dorsett and Emmitt Smith. Nobody never got a clean hit on.
Yeah.
Nobody. So I want Zeke to be that way. And man, you know, shoot, man, let me tell you, man. Look, I'm on Facebook, man, and I'm the Facebook villain because I talk a lot of Cowboy shit on social media and out social media, and I can't wait to talk some more shit.
Hey man, let them know, man, because it's gonna be a movie. You know what I'm saying? Whenever our time comes, it's gonna happen fast. They're not gonna be ready for it. That's why we gotta be on time now. We gotta be appropriate now. They not gonna see it coming, but we gonna know what the deal is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir. Hey, Voch, I'm also the guy who seen you picture of my cat on Twitter. So I got a female. I got 3 cats. I got one special female cat, and that's my baby. But she treat me like I'm her butler.
I can't stand cats. I hate them. I love mine. I love mine
too.
But I wish she was a dog. I can't stand how she treat me. Look, I took her off the block. You know what I'm saying? She was homeless.
Yes.
Homeless.
Yes, sir.
And I took her off the block, and I feed her. She ain't got to dig through trash cans. You know what I mean? She ain't got to beg for food. She ain't got to go to a cat homeless shelter. She get the good stuff with the baby kittens on the label. She get the wet food. She get the wet food, and she treat me like garbage. Can't stand cats, man. Hey man. Look. Great call. Though. What's your name? What's your name again? So I can put you down, Platinum.
They call me X. You know, and I'm an OG and stuff like that. So you just gained another uncle. So you call me Uncle X if you want to.
Uncle X if you want to. All right, Uncle X. I appreciate you, man. Have a good one. You and your young one, man. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, Voch.
Yes, sir.
Voch, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Real quick. I'm an artist.
Okay.
And I want to send you a print since you're in Houston.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send it to you on Twitter, and then we can figure out how I get it to you.
Okay, cool. Appreciate you. Voch Lombardi on Twitter. Appreciate you, sir.
Okay. All right.
Yep. I really do appreciate that low key, man, when they be like, yeah, Voch, me and my son watch you, man. Me and my family watch you together. Man, that's dope, man. That's good bonding time over my nonsense. I just love it. I hate when people be like cats are independent. Cats, you know what I mean? You ain't got to take care of cats. That's a lie. That's a lie. You have to do plenty for cats. Cats are not independent. Who's gonna be in Oxnard, man? Is anybody gonna be there? Anybody gonna be in Oxnard? Anybody gonna be in training camp? I've sent around some Illuminati texts. It's gonna be a good number of us there. I know for sure. Me and Young Will still gonna be there. I know Law Nation's gonna be there. I'm alleging that Shango and Mark Holmes gonna be there because they be there every year. I'm assuming that J Tuck and Big Game James gonna be there because I've seen of them. I've seen of them say things along the line of thank you. I've seen them say things similar to hey, we're gonna be in Oxnard and all that good stuff. So I just want to let you know, man. Because I've never had to do much like this before, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to let you know I'm very approachable. So if you see Voch in public, come say what's up to Voch, man. Because there's a lot of people that think a lot of things about Voch, like they would think that Voch is Hollywood or that Voch ain't approachable or whatever. I'm straight. I'm straight, man. Walk up to me, bro. I'm mostly gonna be chilling. I'm mostly gonna be chilling. You know, I don't wanna get there and run around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to record everything. You know what I'm saying? I often make fun of Law Nation because, you know, when he goes to Oxnard or whatever, he's always he's always like he ignores offensive line at all costs, right? Like he'll put out a video about wide receivers and DBs and he'll have plenty footage of Zeke jogging on the sideline. He disrespects my offensive line so much. So I'm going to kind of mitigate that a little bit. So if we do something like, hey man, if you want to go see Adam Jones make a catch, go to Law Nation channel and I'll break down the D-line or whatever, O-line, D-line. So I'm not going to be like working when I get to Oxnard, man. I'm just going to be taking it all in, man. I'm just going to be taking it all in because when I was in that Illuminati chat box or whatever, you know, we talking about Oxnard right now like it's a trip and it's like plans that we putting together and, you know, it's something that's exciting for us. You know, we're content creators or, you know, we're content guys that we all get together and this is just one thing that was on the list of goals of ours, you know what I mean? And you know, I just want to be able to take it in slowly and not, you know, be so caught up in the looking at everything through my camera that I don't get a chance to see it on the outside for real, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not some reporter guy, you know what I'm saying? Like in the way that, I'm going to go and get the interviews. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to interview, like I'm not an interview guy. That ain't me. I'm just film analysis dude. But it's been plenty moments this year and like a little bit of last year towards the end. But really this year, where shit just really been coming together for me. And I look at this trip to Oxnard as the start of something that we always do. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to get to a point to where we're so successful that it's almost like, hey, what you gonna do when we go to Oxnard this year? You know what I'm saying? Like a yearly thing. You know what I mean? Like a thing that we always do. Tradition, if you will, opposed to just, I get to go this time or I get to do this time. Like I remember I was YouTubing at the time. I was partially YouTubing or whatever, but I remember working day job, not even the last day job, not even like the hospital day job, but I remember being Pizza Hut delivery driver. If I could just tell y'all a story for a minute, if y'all ain't doing nothing else, I just recall being Pizza Hut delivery guy. And I wasn't able to go to Oxnard, California, or whatever, right? Like, if you in California and you live in Oxnard, you go to camp, that's cool. Or you live in LA, you go to camp, that's cool. But there was once upon a time where I was like, man, I can't afford a plane ticket. I can't afford no rental car. I'm not going to be able to, pay for no room for a week. I ain't going to Oxnard. You know what I'm saying? Let me just listen to what Oxnard sound like. And I would just always be like, yo, I dream about going to Oxnard one day, you know what I'm saying? And I always try to differentiate dreams from goals, because dreams, you just kind of daydream about something. But if you're not putting energy towards getting there, then it's a dream. But if you put energy towards it, it's a goal. You know what I mean? So things that I daydream about is like being like an action movie star. Like, I daydream about being John Wick. I daydream about being a linebacker in the NFL. I daydream about, being like a Power Ranger or some shit. Like that's dreams to me. You know what I mean? But being able to go to Oxnard ain't dream shit no more, because all you gotta do is put energy towards something and it turns into a goal for you. You know what I'm saying? And I remember sitting in that car in my Mustang. I'll show you a picture if y'all ask for it one day. I remember sitting in that Mustang delivering pizzas, miserable, pants smelling like dishwater, because when you're a delivery driver, you wash dishes when you're not delivery driving. I remember being pissed off at my day job, listening to Cowboys content, listening to the .com people, listening to the radio people. Jeff and Brian was arguing about something that was going on in Oxnard, and I was like, bruh, I would love to be there. I would love to have a conversation with them dudes. You know what I mean? And it was a dream back then. You know what I'm saying? I would love to be able to sit at a table or just to be in an environment with Jeff/Brian, talk some shit to them, and just be at Oxnard and see what that's like. It was a dream because I wasn't putting energy to it, because I was a piece of delivery driver living in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and I couldn't afford to do none of that. So it was a dream. 2021 has been so crazy in terms of like shit coming together and real lifeness, and we sponsored by Manscaped, 20% off, promo code Voch. Like Jeff is one of my peers, so I can look at Jeff and be like, oh, Jeff, shut up, you full of shit. Or what? Like, I don't get starstruck by Jeff or anything like that, but I'm constantly reminding myself as I have conversations with him in the middle of a Scoutcast. I remember the days where I was working at Pizza Hut with pants that smell like dirty dishes and raggedy non-slip shoes in my old Mustang, being a damn delivery driver, listening on my headphones, listening to this dude. And you know what I'm saying? And now he's one of my peers. Shit's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, there was a moment that happened this year. Brian fucking Broadus was on the channel. Y'all know how y'all feel about Brian. I think a little more of him than that. You know what I'm saying? He's on my channel and I'm giving him shit about Joe Tryon. You know what I'm saying? He likes Joe Tryon. I dislike Joe Tryon. And I'm up here in my mind like, damn, I gotta fight Brian, because if I don't say I don't like Joe Tryon, my chat box gonna call me fake, because I think highly of y'all as well. My chat box gonna call me fake if I don't call Brian out on Joe Tryon. I said, fuck him, I called out Joe Tryon. You know what I mean? Brian didn't tell me, but Brian told you. I got respect for that. You know what I'm saying? Brian told Jeff he ain't but he respected that I came at him. You know what I'm saying? Over the Joe Tryon take. When it's fresh in my mind, 4 years ago, working at a Pizza Hut with pants that smell like dishwater and raggedy non-slip shoes in my old ass. You see what I'm saying? So when I get to Oxnard, if you see Voch, say what's up to Voch, because I'm going to be very approachable. I'm going to be working a little bit. I'm going to be probably blogging with the guys or whatever. Like, hey, this is what Voch and Law Nation and fucking Will Still look like on camera. Like this, like I'll probably do like a little bit of that. And at practice, I'll be, doing some O-line, D-line stuff. But for the most part, I'm going to be taking it all in. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is no longer a dream to me. It's something that I put energy into the application of, and it's a goal that I'm living out. And the shit's kind of fly. You know what I'm saying? The shit's kind of fly. And if y'all walk up and say something to me, that'll be a part of my experience. It'll be a part of the Rolodex that I put, you know, in my memory bank or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I went to Oxnard and I met these cool people that watch my content on the YouTube or whatever. And, you know, it'll be a cool little thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you see something, if you see me, say what's up. I'll say what's up back to you. All right. With that being said, man, appreciate y'all. This has been a fun one. I wanted to come in and talk that shit. I did that. Don't forget about Manscaped. The promo code Voch 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 get 20% off and free shipping. And I'm gonna keep putting these videos together. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of get me to, you know, because I got to put out content until I get to Oxnard. Then when I get to Oxnard or whatever, that's when my O-line, D-line stuff will be dropping. So stay tuned for that. I got one more video of where did these sacks come from. I got some quarterback sacks, Andy Dalton, some Ben DiNucci, it's some really funny stuff. It may be like I may make more of a joke of this one because this is really hilarious watching this opposed to a Zach Martin sack. So that content's on the way. And go check out Scoutcast. Watch the other videos, man. Follow me on Twitter. We got 10,000 over there, man. Let's just one time for the damn. I closed out my soundboard. It don't take much. 10,000 on Twitter. There we go. One time for the boom. There we go. Appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't joined me over there, I'm over there calling people out on their takes and opinions and all that good stuff. And hey, until next time, man, y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski. The Peasky Whiskey is free. There's a big bag of it at the door. I'm about to go watch Twitch and I don't know, take a shower and take a nap or something. All right.